that, and it's really the belief that no matter what, cozy corner that we can sort of curl up and be nurtured by. It elevates so much more.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kidney Coach YouTube channel. I'm naturopathic Dr. Fiona Chin, co-author of the Kidney Disease Solution and formulator at Kygenesis. And I'm joined again today by one of my favorite guests, Nicole Williams, who joins us from Kidney Nutritional Institute. Nicole, thank you for joining me again. I always love our chats and get so much out of it. And I think our listeners do too.
Great. Yeah. I love being here and talking with you.
Oh, I love it and appreciate it. So first off, let's talk about what is positive thinking and what is it not?
Yes. Yeah. Right. I love that introduction and starting point. I would like to kind of coin this series of sessions that we'll do as planting positive mental seeds is what came to mind for me. And I want to really start off by clarifying that I am not referring to what we just noted, which was toxic positivity, which is the idea that, and it's really the belief that no matter what, no matter how dire or difficult your situation is, that you better maintain that positive attitude, right? It's just look on the bright side. Good vibes only, which we see everywhere in our culture. But really the core of toxic positivity and the reason it can be so damaging is because it rejects this idea that you have difficult emotions, that you have moments that are really hard, or that it is suggesting that you put kind of on a false facade for others, when that's not truly how you feel.
Anything else you want to add about strategies and just the benefits of this kind of thinking?
I often think of planting these positive seeds as a way of finding our, this cozy nook or cozy corner that we can sort of curl up and be nurtured by. It's this ability to, again, once we're aware of some of those thinking patterns and we have that ability to practice that compassion and really process our emotions, what we're doing for ourselves far exceeds, and I want to say far exceeds what the medical community can do. And I don't mean that in a as a knock to any medical professional. But what I'm trying to convey is that when we reciprocate that love and that hope for ourselves as an individual, it elevates so much more for us as people. And as someone who, again, there's sort of this what can probably feel like a big storm around you as you're dealing with a diagnosis, whether it be something that you have had for years or something that you were just diagnosed with. And so finding that space just to bring comfort to yourself in that time of need is sort of how I envision and think of it.
Yeah, I think you painted that picture perfectly. And it's so true because, again, we're very quick to give all our power, because I think it's such a stress that part of the fight or flight is the faint or freeze thing. And part of that freeze response is just to give all our power away to everybody else and let everyone else fix it. And what you're talking about are these strategies to bring you back into yourself and reconnect with yourself and build almost a better relationship with yourself, which is only going to have an amazing on-flow effect to everything in your life because you're practicing what you're talking about. So you probably choose to eat better and choose to have better thoughts and better relationships as just a side effect, and not that you consciously look for it, because you're building this better internal connection. So it can only have that. And in some ways, and what I've learned for myself is you almost have to have that first to really implement some of the outside strategies that will help you, because when you get this right, like you were talking about the diet changes and the fixed thinking, if you don't get that under control first, you're far more likely to sabotage or move into those thinking patterns that you're talking about. If you can do this, the on-flow effect on how you operate in your life is going to be more loving, compassionate, and caring. That can only elicit better health, right?
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Mm. And to the point, why having someone like you and why addressing your mindset in any chronic disease, it's definitely a core belief of mine, is so imperative to making fundamental, long-lasting changes.
Absolutely. It really, really, really is. And there again, there's so much that we're processing, there's so much that we're thinking about and navigating and trying to understand. And so absolutely giving yourself that time. I think of it as almost as a as a gift that you're giving yourself to give yourself the time to understand what you're feeling, what's happening for you as an individual, but being able to walk away with a clear plan. I'm someone who really believes in helping clients establish a plan for themselves so they don't feel lost.
So if you've enjoyed this, make sure you hit subscribe. That means you'll get notified when Nicole is on next, and you can listen to that. Make sure you hit like. That always helps our YouTube logarithms, so more people get to have Nicole and present this information. If you want to find out more about Nicole, head to kidneynutritionalinstitute.org, go to the staff, and then Nicole, she's right down the bottom there, but she's there with her beautiful straightened hair. You'll see a beautiful photo of her, and you can contact Kidney Nutrition Institute to be able to book a consult with her. Nicole works virtually, so no matter where in the world you are, if Nicole if you resonate with her, you're able to book a consult with her and connect in. And I know Nicole's got some exciting things coming up, so when she's ready, I'll start sharing more of her links down below. But I'll put a link to her profile on the page, so you can click there. If you want to know more about what we do, head to www.kidneycoach.com. Join our Facebook page. It's just Facebook.com/kidneycoach. We're on there every day with really great information and research. Nicole, as always, you are a delight and such a bright light in our world. And I just love your empathy, practicality, very much how my brain works. So I think that's great. Thank you for being you and sharing your wisdom with us. I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, thanks for being part of our community. We hope you got a lot out of this. Go practice your GGs, and we'll see you next time. Bye.